Your very first card. Hate to say this. I can't right now.
Okay.
Welcome, Aquarius. This is Savvy Star. My name is Leslie. I am a spiritual healer and tarot card reader. This reading is for January 10th through the 24th with the full moon in Cancer influence. Okay. Even though the sun is in Capricorn, the full moon coming up has a different influence on it that I'd like to highlight for you. This is a 6/8 sun sign vibration. And Happy New Year, 2020. Okay, let's see what we've got going here. Lots of good stuff, lots of good stuff. Hope you all made your New Year's resolution. Or resolutions. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so your very first card. Hate to say this. You're starting the new year off a little bored. Okay? This is the Four of Cups. And you need to get your headspace. You need to take 2 steps to the left and get your headspace into a positive mode. You're seeing the cup is half empty instead of half full. And it looks like what you may be dealing with right now is other Aquariuses that are dealing with the same thing. So you probably have other Aquarius around you, or you have a very Aquarius mode in place right now, an influence, which is, it's a very stoic mode. So Aquarius is always prepared for the storm, and they are the rock in the storm. But you need to make sure that you're seeing all the positive things that God has given you in your life. And don't focus on half empty. I want you to focus, take 2 steps to the left, see it from a different angle, and recognize that you are very, very blessed. And maybe you can help inspire all the other little Aquariuses around you, because brilliant people love other brilliant people. And you are brilliant, no doubt. What's influencing this is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's a Taurus, or there's a Taurus in your life. And it's all about hard work, right? And material things. And she's very consistent. And with the full moon being in Cancer, it's a 6/8 vibration for you. So it's an awkward combination that works. And what I mean by that is the energy that is surrounding you isn't necessarily easygoing, but it's mysterious, and it's grabbing your curiosity. So that will probably pull you out of any boredom that you're facing. And maybe things are just too easy right now. Maybe you actually need like a little bit of a challenge. And Taurus will bring a challenge to you. But with that challenge, there's a little bit of conflict. So, not that you can't handle conflict. Aquarius handles conflict beautifully. You've been the star, you are the star, but now you have some competition coming your way. So that should fill your days. Competition is good. It's good for you. It keeps you on your toes. There's a creative venture all sails ahead. Stay consistent. The Seven of Swords, you're kind of avoiding a situation. You're avoiding a conflict. Maybe there's a conflict that is connected to this half-empty cup. But the conflict right now, my suggestion is to not wake the dragon. Don't argue. There's no need to argue, because really you are a star. You know you're a star. If you take 2 steps to the left, you'll see that there is no boredom, that you are blessed. It's a blessing. There's a Taurus in your life, or there is a Taurus influence, which Taurus is all about things staying the same. And sometimes for Aquarius, that may seem a little dull and a little boring. But in the end result, the material wealth that comes from that is really important, okay? Because it's all about hard work, which you're all about. But being an air sign, you also need that kind of a little bit of drama sometimes, or a little bit of, things that are unpredictable. You work well with that. Sometimes when things are going too well, you get a little bored. But don't look a gift horse in the mouth here. You do have competition. Don't argue with the competition right now. It's not worth your energy at all. It's going to take some strength to not argue. It's going to take some strength and insight to not argue, to let the sleeping dragon lie. You don't need to point out that you're right. You don't need to point out that you're a star. Everything is flowing your way. The creativity, just keep doing what you're doing, because it's all good. The consistency, you just need to be consistent right now. And sometimes that does seem a little boring. And I just want you to, this is an important card to me, because you're really surrounded by so many blessings. And I want you to know that. She's a genius. She's stoic. The Aquarius. Things have been going really well. There may be a little bit of confrontation, though, and you're going to have thicker skin. You're going to have to draw some strength from the inside to repel this. Other people see you doing well with your business ventures and creativity. They're starting to make money. Let's see, the Nine of Wands. These are just fears in a creative venture that don't really exist. They exist in your head. With the full moon, let's focus on that for a minute. The full moon in Cancer, it's also an emotional family moon. It rules the stomach. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself. It's a 6-8 vibration. Again, it's not the easiest. It's your air and it's water. And so it is a little bit like the two are necessary, but the two don't actually blend very well. But there's a mysterious combination for the two. And your curiosity, which is good, will be stirred in this. And it's an emotional curiosity, because Aquarius is stoic. Aquarius does keep people at arm's length, or they like to give the impression to other people that they keep them at arm's length. But actually, they need that emotional security. So this is a good full moon for you. It can bring you together with someone that you wouldn't normally even choose if you're available and single. That that person from across the room that you think, no, they're not even my type, they may be very drawn to you, and you may find that very intriguing. The Chariot that comes up. So the Chariot, you can go one of two ways, okay? And I think this is directly linked back to being positive and negative. You can either look for your blessings, or you can stay in the negativity. And that's what the Chariot represents, that you feel that you're being pulled in two different ways, and you have to choose what direction you want to go in. And you can either be bored, or you can be creative like everybody sees you. You can be strong. You can sneak away from the argument that is about to ensue, that somebody wants to argue. Or you can just stay positive. That's the Chariot. Chariot always gives you choices, but you know the choice that you need to make. Don't be fearful of your creativity. It is making money. It's always been easy for you to be a star. Don't let that... Just challenge yourself. Just challenge yourself to be even more creative, because things are really going in your direction. The new year has a lot to bring. It's the start of a new decade, 2020, in the Western culture. And it's also the start of a 12-year cycle in the Chinese New Year. So this is kind of like a double whammy. And next week I will go over that part, the Chinese New Year, and go more into detail, depending on the year that you're born and how that will be affecting you. But it's going to be a very busy year you'll be getting lots of things done. So I don't think that you will be bored at all, because there's just too much intellect that's going to be going on from sunrise to sunset in your daily schedule, Aquarius. And you need that, because you are highly intellectual, and you need that stimulus from other people. So tune in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button for future videos. Bye, Aquarius.